The NBA playoff bracket is officially locked, and the intensity is about to reach a fever pitch. After a hard-fought victory over the Orlando Magic in the play-in tournament, the Philadelphia 76ers have secured the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. Their prize for punching that ticket is a massive first-round showdown against the second-seeded Boston Celtics.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
League officials have now released the high-stakes schedule for this Atlantic Division rivalry. The action kicks off with Game 1 at TD Garden on Sunday, April 19, at 1 p.m. ET. The series then shifts to Game 2 in Boston on Tuesday, April 21, as both teams look to set the tone for what promises to be a physical opening round. The Sixers are riding high off a 109-97 win that showcased pure grit on the court. Tyrese Maxey led the charge with an electric 31-point performance, while VJ Edgecombe proved he is ready for the spotlight with a massive double-double in his postseason debut. Even with Joel Embiid remaining out indefinitely, the team is clicking at the right time as they prepare to face a powerhouse Boston roster. This matchup is loaded with history and uncertainty, especially considering the 2-2 split in their regular season meetings, where most games came down to the final possession. Can the Sixers defy the odds against a Celtics team that finished with a dominant 56-26 record, or will Boston prove why they are a title favorite? Stay tuned for every update as this series unfolds. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a beat on our playoff coverage. Buckle up, basketball fans, because we are heading straight into the fire. The Philadelphia 76ers have officially punched their ticket to the playoffs, and it is a rematch that feels like a collision course. After grinding out that gritty win against the Magic in the play-in tournament, the Sixers have secured the 7th seed, setting the stage for a blockbuster first-round showdown against the juggernaut Boston Celtics. This is round 4 of a rivalry that never seems to lose its edge. Now, the league has finally dropped the schedule, and honestly, it is a bit of a scavenger hunt across your TV apps. The series kicks off in Boston on Sunday, April 19th, at 1:00 p.m. ET on ABC, making it the perfect centerpiece for your Sunday Hoops marathon. Just a heads up, the era of relying solely on local broadcast channels is over for this round. You are going to need a mix of streaming services to keep up. Game 2 remains in Boston on Tuesday the 21st, streaming on Peacock and NBC Sports. When the energy shifts to Philly for Game 3 on the 24th, you will need to head over to Amazon Prime, before we cycle back to standard NBC for Game 4 on the 26th. If this series turns into the slugfest we all expect and extends into a Game 5, 6, or a winner-take-all Game 7, the league is keeping us on our toes regarding broadcast details. It is a grueling road ahead, but that is the price of admission in the Eastern Conference. Which platform will you be glued to for this series, and does Philly have the firepower to upset the seas? Drop a comment below and let me know your predictions. After all, in the NBA playoffs, the only thing more unpredictable than the game itself is where you'll be watching it. What happens when two Eastern Conference titans collide in the heat of an April night? We are looking back at the high-octane showdown between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Boston Celtics that went down on Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. This wasn't just another game on the schedule. It was a pure clash of philosophies and star power. Tipped off at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Time, the atmosphere was electric from the jump. You could feel the playoff intensity radiating through the screen, with both squads desperate to establish dominance before the postseason grind really kicks into gear. The Sixers came in looking to dictate the pace inside, while Boston countered with that trademark ball movement that makes them so lethal in half-court sets. It is these kinds of matchups that remind us why the NBA is the best theater in sports. It is tactical, it is brutal, and it is unpredictable. Did your team hold their ground, or was this a night where the underdog narrative took hold? Drop a comment below and let me know who you think walked away with the momentum. Ultimately, in a league where every possession is a chess match, one thing is clear. The road to the finals is never paved with easy wins. The Sixers are officially heading to the playoffs, and they certainly didn't take the easy road to get there. In a gritty, high-stakes play-in battle, Philadelphia took down the Magic 109-97, punching their ticket to a massive first-round showdown with the Boston Celtics. But let's be real. This wasn't just another win. It was a statement that this team has a pulse even without Joel Embiid, who watched from the sidelines as he continues his recovery. The star of the show was Tyrese Maxey, who dropped 31 points and acted as the engine of the entire operation. But the real surprise was the composure of VJ Edgecombe. In his first-ever postseason appearance, he put up a monster 19-point, 11-rebound double-double that proved he isn't intimidated by the big stage. From the opening tip, the energy was physical, especially with Kelly Oubre Jr., setting a frantic pace. Whether he was draining transition threes or engaging in scuffles, Aubre's confidence, fueled by a healthier wrist and a career-best shooting season, gave the Sixers the edge they needed early on. Even when the Magic tried to claw back, particularly through a hot-handed Desmond Bane, they were ultimately doomed by their own poor perimeter shooting. Orlando hit just 26% of their threes, and you simply cannot survive in the playoffs with that kind of efficiency. Then there was that closing stretch. When the game tightened up to a 1-point margin in the fourth, we saw the difference between a good player and a star. Maxey took total control, stringing together a sequence of layups, a triple, and a clutch floater that completely silenced the comeback attempt. Watching the arena erupt into "We Want Boston" chants as Andre Drummond iced the game with a corner three was pure playoff theater. Now, the real challenge begins Sunday in Beantown. Can this resilient Sixers squad pull off an upset against the second-seeded Celtics, or is the road going to end abruptly in Boston? Hit that subscribe button to keep up with all our coverage of the series, and let me know in the comments. Do you think the Sixers have enough firepower to push this to 6 or 7 games? The wait is finally over, and the playoff bracket is officially set. The Boston Celtics are ready to lock horns with the Philadelphia 76ers in an opening round showdown that fans have been anticipating all season. After the 76ers punch their ticket by taking down the Orlando Magic in a high-stakes play-in battle, the stage is set for a gritty Eastern Conference clash. The action kicks off this Sunday at TD Garden, and let me tell you, this isn't just another series, it's a grudge match. Now, you might look at the standings and think this is a mismatch, but look closer. These teams split their regular season series at 2 games apiece, and remarkably, 3 of those 4 matchups were decided by a single bucket. That level of parity is exactly why we love the playoffs. However, the stats tell a different story about who has the upper hand. Boston enters this postseason as an absolute juggernaut, finishing with a stellar 56-26 record and boasting top-tier efficiency on both ends of the floor. They are balanced, dangerous, and playing like a title contender. On the other side, Philadelphia has been through the ringer. Between a carousel of injuries and a massive 25-game suspension for Paul George, their 45-37 campaign was defined by survival rather than dominance. They finished in the middle of the pack across almost every major efficiency metric. So, can the 76ers find that championship-level gear when it matters most? Or will the Celtics prove that their regular season consistency was the real deal? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and let me know your series prediction in the comments below. Because when these 2 squads hit the hardwood, anything can happen.